Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for coming back again to Anarchy 99. Uh, on my channel, I posted coming soon. So this is what it is. This is coming soon, and it eventually came up as Burgman. Now this is a proper maxi scooter, already launched in India, and this is already known by the normal Burgman street. But this is something really different. Okay, what sets it different is what we're going to talk and how things are with this Bergman. Now, it's just been like 4 or 5 days. मेरे को इसका delivery मिला है, and this is not a sponsored video. I have taken this all by my hard money. It's a purchase that I have done as far as this thing is concerned. So basically, it's not a sponsored one. Now, coming back to Burgman, this is Burgman Street EX. The front tire, talking about the front tire profile, this is a 12-inch tire in the front, and it's a MRF tire, 12-inch with the disc brakes. There's reflector, there's telescopic suspension. This is hard steel, whereas this one over here is fiber body. Okay, the lights are on the fender. These are normal halogen lights, whereas the headlight setup is complete LED. Okay, now, like I said, this is a 12-inch tire in the front. uh, the front profile is just like the normal Bergman. Okay, and this is how it looks. It is absolutely same as the normal Bergman. You can see the front profile, the front fender. Nothing is changed. Okay, but there are a few things which are changed, which is different than the normal Bergman. We're going to talk about it, and this is pricey, costing around 20,000 more than what it is. Okay, this is the front setup, which is pretty common as the normal Bergman. I really like the color of the alloy tires. This is matte black color, and the color of the alloys are also a little bit goldenish black. It suits to the color of this bike. Um, so it's a dual tone. It is matte black over here. इधर थोड़ा grayish है. यहाँ पे थोड़ा बारिश हुआ था. Unfortunately, that's why गाड़ी थोड़ा गंदा है. The reason why there is a paper sticker, क्योंकि मेरे को नंबर प्लेट अभी तक आया नहीं है फ्रंट का, which sits in this bracket. So the number plate is come, but it is not the rectangular one. It's a square number plate. So the guy dealer is sending me a new bracket, and then I'm waiting for it so that when it comes, I'll do a little bit of modification. Anyways, so it's a dual tone over here. It's grayish, sort of matte finish hai, and this is complete matte. Adds up to the aesthetics of the entire body. There's chrome garnishing, chrome finishing over here, and then Suzuki ka logo over here. The front visor is a little bit blacked out. Now, this is how it looks in the front, properly bulky maxi scooter. Let me show you the handlebar. Okay, on the left side there is light switch. There is no pass light over here. There is upper dipper, lower dipper. There is no pass light, and there is no on off button for the headlights. This is the turning lights. So I still remember I used to have TVS Ntorq 2019 model, और उसमें ना ऐसा push करने का था. इसमें भी push ही है, but you know, when you turn this, you have to push it down so that it becomes neutral. When you push it left and then you push it down so that it becomes neutral. But इसमें button थोड़ा छोटा as compared to Ntorq. This is the normal horn. The horn मेरे को इसका अच्छा नहीं लगा जो default horn आया था. It's not that great, you know, for what it looks and what it is, what the horn sounds doesn't sound good, you know. So this is how the handle looks. On the left side, three controls: headlight, lower dipper, upper dipper, right left indicator, and just the horn. Okay, nothing else. The side mirror, pretty normal, pretty decent. I'm going to talk about the price later on in this video, for what price I got this. Now over here, this is one of the feature why this is called as Burgman EX. Now this is called off. This has got auto. Now, the starter is also integrated in this module only. Usually either रहता है somewhere over here down, but everything is integrated over here. There is no other switch on this side of the scooter. So everything is integrated in this one switch. So I'll give you a brief overview. If you press down, it starts, and if you keep it at this position, what it does is in like 30 seconds it is an idle stop switch. So imagine if you're standing at a signal or anywhere, if it senses that it is consuming more petrol and it has been 30 seconds, it automatically shuts off. Now when I say it automatically shuts off, you don't have to start the scooter again. You just rev it and it automatically starts. Just like how you have the hybrid system in cars, more like the same situation over here. Okay, but the best functionality is that if you want to switch it off, you press it off, and you don't have to do anything. So the functionality will get disabled. All right, that is the only switch on the right hand side. All right, there is no other switch on the handlebar unless you are doing any modification. Then the normal regular side mirror, which is there. The impressive part of this entire scooter is the footboard. It is really big. Okay, knowing the fact that this entire scooter is big, the best part is you can keep your foot like this and rest the entire ride and enjoy the entire ride. So I did some few small rides, not too much, but the ride quality was really good, smooth, and it was not. It was very comfortable, to be honest. So footboard is really big. You can keep your helmet and sit with your leg comfortably, and you can ride. Okay. Now talking about the features over here. That being said, there's a cup holder, a small dash holder kind of thing. You can keep your mobile. It's really deep. I have not used it till now. There is a mobile charging point over here. Unlike Ntorq, seat के अंदर था. Okay, and this is one spot on the left side. There is a grab hail, strong one, and then the key. The key is more like Activa. You have this slot where you can lock the door of the key slot and then open the door via this button. It's more like the Activa thing. And then you have a bottle holder, a 1 liter bottle holder, which is pretty big and pretty deep, because that is how the fender is. You know, this whole portion takes up the space. So nice work over here. I never had any problems keeping any bottle or anything like that. Uh, so that's about the ignition part, ignition switch. Smooth functionality, no issues, no enough functionality. Now, like I said, I will just give you a brief idea about the switch and the dash. So this is how the dash of this EX model, specifically for EX model, looks like. So This I button or I indicator is for your call messages. So basically, if you pair it, it's really hard. Because one thing is really problematic. The buttons are really hard. You have to really press hard to function and maneuver. So these buttons are really hard, like I was saying. So first button is to go to is to toggle different options. It is giving me the battery voltage 12.6 current. Total kilometers 94. So as like I said, this is just brought the trip one, average one. Right now it is giving me an average of 41. Trip B, average B 32 kilometers. So this portion over here shows me the fuel indicator. This is the time versus the speed. This is the engine uh, functionality, and this is the average. So this meter which shows up over here is the engine temperature, how heat or how heated the engine has become. That will gradually show up in your driving or when the engine becomes heated up. So these are the basic functionalities. This I button is basically for your message alerts or anything, missed call alerts, WhatsApp messages, or anything like that, something related to your cell phone. The buttons are really hard. That was one thing that I've noticed over here. You will have to press the button really hard. Okay, that is all about the console. The engine light warning will show up here. The battery percentage will show up. The mobile battery percentage will show up over here. So I got to know that this entire console, if there is a problem or if you have to change, will cost you around 30,000. So the entire console will cost you 30,000, just the console. I think this they are sharing with Jixer. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. But this is not the same as the regular Burgman because उसमें options थोड़ा अलग अलग जगह पे है. Uh, so these are the things or these are the options which shows up in this Burgman. Now coming back to the second part, you see the seat. The seat is really lowered over here. The driver's seat एकदम lowered है and बड़ा है. And then the pillion seat is little bit raised up, you know. So you have that different feeling when you're riding it, and when you're especially, putting your leg like this and sitting over here, it's really big. Now, coming back to the like I said, this is Burgman Street EX Ride Edition. When I say Ride Edition, it is the Bluetooth connectivity. What basically EX is the few functionalities. Uh, like I said, at the starting point, it's a 12-inch front tire. Now, the main highlighting part is this one. The second tire is also 12-inch, which makes it very different from the regular Bergman, which is 10-incher at the rear end. So the rear side of this Bergman EX is 12-inch, very similar to the front, which makes it really proportionate when you're seeing it from far. So as far as the backside is concerned, which really makes it more towards a complete maxi scooter. Um, the backlights are LED and the turning lights are halogen. So this is the entire setup. You get a small light over here for the number plate, a reflector in the number plate, the Suzuki branding. Now this is how it looks. Now in the regular Bergman, you get a mud flap over the tire. There is no mud flap over here. Absolutely not. There's a small mud flap over here, nothing more than that. A silencer, this sounds like more like a plastic. This sounds more like a steel, but dual tone mein hai. And this is how it looks. Again, the badging, Burgman EX, and this is what it is. This is Suzuki Eco Performance Alpha. What exactly this is? This engine is tuned in such a way that it can give more refinement, more average without compromising on the ride comfort. The ride quality on this scooter, on this maxi scooter, is really, really nice. It's a silent starter. I'll start the vehicle and try to give you a noise on how it sounds, but that is how it is. So this is how it looks. Ignore the guard because I'm going to remove the guard. Free मिला था मेरे को डीलर से जहाँ से मैंने परचेज किया था. This is how it looks when the ignition is turned on. I really like the lights over here, how it is made. There is no on-off button for the lights. You cannot switch it off during the daytime, maybe because of BS6 norms. I would thank this dealer, Herbole. He's in Mumbai, Mulund. He really made things very easy for me to get this model. Uh, Seems like this model was not available. So the dealer was really nice and he made the entire process. हाँ थोड़ा लोन किया है, थोड़ा कैश दिया है. So there's a feature of the side stand cutoff. So if the side stand is on, the engine will not start. I'll show you that right now. This is how it shows. I'm trying to start. Nothing is happening. Now I'll remove the side stand. It's on the main stand, and let's see. I hope my voice recorder is making some sort of justice. This is how it sounds. And this is how it goes, the LED. So I will give you a small overview about the dicky now. So dicky का opening भी यहीं से है. You just pull it on the extreme left, and the dicky will open over here. I would say it's a massive dicky. It's huge. I could fit 2 raincoats inside this easily. There's a half-size helmet. There is a body coat. There's a medical kit, Suzuki medical kit. My documents, scooter documents. It's a pretty decent thing. What is missing is a small light over here, which used to be there in my older N-Torque, which was a 2019 model. Now, coming back, again, missing factor is this petrol fill lid. Most of the scooters have external, but they are still giving under seat. But the best part is this is E20 enabled. So जब भी E20 petrol आएगा, I can use it. So it's future ready, or I don't know whether E20 is available in petrol pump or not, because I checked at few petrol pump it is not available. So this is how it looks, the entire scooter when the dicky is open. I really liked this over my previous scooter N-Torque because उसका सीट का लॉक बराबर नहीं बैठता था, उसका साइड स्टैंड के नीचे प्लास्टिक ओपन हुआ था. Even though I showed it at the service center, they were not able to resolve it. So EX is basically got new features: the silent start motor, the silent kill switch, the 12-inch tire, and this is a unique thing which is there. This plate, I believe, is something related to the braking system. Well, now I'll talk about the ride quality. The ride quality on this is really, really nice. As in, अब जितना रेव करोगे ना उतना आवाज एट हायर आरपीएम पे आएगा, बट otherwise it is very silent. I liked this particular thing as well. It is nice, it's proper, it is functional. TVS Ntorq it was not functional, it was very rough and very loose. So this was the complete overview of my new family member. It's been just almost a week now that Burgman EX has come into picture. Now, the reason for me to take EX specifically is not because it was 20,000 expensive, is because it's had the same tire size, which makes it proportionate in terms of looks. In terms of ride quality, I would say yes, it's refined, it's smooth. It is not like Ntorq performance pickup. It's a good performer on long highways. I've heard people going on long journeys on this, so I even am planning to do. So let's see. I would like to join someone, or I might go alone on this. Let's see how things go by. अभी तो start हुआ है. This is how it looks. I really like the color. तो थोड़ा सा dirty हुआ है because बारिश में भीग गया, and then मट्टी वट्टी गिर गया, थोड़ा ride किया है. This is the side profile. I really like I'll show you the headlights and the turning lights as well. So this is how it looks in front. You cannot switch off the lights. Okay. These are the normal halogen setup for turning lights. I'll show you the behind lights as well. This is how it looks. The main one is LED setup. Suzuki ka badging again. A reflector, and over here the copy light, the number plate light, the air filter. One thing I would like to say is that पीछे का suspension, it's on a stiffer side, while आगे का suspension is really good. It is really good. It's soft, telescopic है आगे का. It's soft. When you're riding, अभी तक plastic भी नहीं निकला है. When you're riding, it's very smooth ride, and yeah, if you have any questions, any doubts, let me know. People say that it gives an average of 45 max, but if you see on the dash, the average of trip meter B is showing 32. If I change it on trip 1, 41 का average मेरे को अभी मिल रहा है, and it has not even crossed 100 kilometers of its total journey till now. So that is all about it. I feel that 19-20,000 is worth because you get a ride quality, better comfort, bigger seat, you can sit comfortably, you can stretch your legs. That is the best part of this scooter, because no other scooter can give you this option. You can keep your foot on the footboard, as well as you can stretch it and relax yourself on this. Well, that being said, it's got 5.5 liter of fuel tank, and then it is a fuel injected engine, which means you will have to keep some fuel before it completely runs out. That is how it is advised to keep as far as fuel injected engines are concerned. otherwise बहुत बड़ा खर्चा आ सकता है. So this is the side profile, nothing much to talk about it. There are no much functions over here on the handle. The handlebar is responsive. But when you're taking turns, you can't really take sharp turns on this because fender hai aage. So when you're taking turns, you will have to take like this, and then the fender is a little bit ahead, just like the car which has got bonnet ahead. Let me know if you have any questions, any doubts, and let me also know how you find this video. Signing out from Anarchy 99.